Hi, welcome back to my channel. Quick recap. Today, I am going to explain Countdown Movie. That is an American supernatural horror film. Watch out and take care. The film starts with a group of adolescents gathered at a social gathering, conversing about ways to reduce calories and maintain physical fitness. A member of the group presents a mobile application, claiming that it is highly efficient. The topic catches the attention of everyone, but as a girl attempts to locate the aforementioned app, she stumbles upon another application with a name resembling it, which is Countdown. After reading the description of the app, she discovers that it has the ability to predict the precise moment of a person's death, down to the last second. The group becomes fascinated and decides to incorporate the app into a drinking game, but a girl named Courtney expresses reluctance. Despite her reluctance, the group pressures Courtney to download the app and agree to its terms and conditions. Regrettably, upon using the app, Courtney discovers that she has only 3 hours left to live, whereas the others have decades. After that, the group fails to take the app's prediction seriously and continues to play the game, forcing Courtney to drink all the beer according to the game's rules. At that moment, Courtney's boyfriend Evan arrives at the party and assists her with the drinking game. However, Evan gets extremely drunk and is unable to operate a vehicle safely. Following the conclusion of the party, she ditches Evan and sets out to walk home by herself. During her journey, the app sends her a mysterious message, accusing her of violating the user agreement. After some time, Courtney becomes aware of a shadowy figure trailing her, which causes her to quicken her steps. Without warning, the app notifies her that she has only 2 minutes left to live, which leaves her petrified. In a fit of terror, Courtney turns off her phone and runs into her home. In an attempt to soothe herself, she rushes to the bathroom, but strange events begin to unfold. As she hears a particular sound, she suddenly gets lifted towards the ceiling by an invisible entity that takes control of her. In the meantime, her mobile phone activates on its own, and when the timer reaches 0, Courtney falls to the bathroom floor, motionless. In another location, Evan's vehicle is involved in a dreadful crash, and the spot where Courtney was expected to sit is now penetrated by a large tree log. Afterward, the scene changes, and we see a hospital where Quinn, a nurse, is distributing meals to the patients. When she discovers that one of the patients is missing, she commences a detailed exploration of the medical facility, which leads her to a balcony section where she finds the patient, who turns out to be Evan. Quinn takes a seat next to Evan, attempting to soothe his nerves before his scheduled surgery the following day. However, Evan remains deeply disturbed by the incident with his girlfriend. He discloses to Quinn the details of the Countdown application and how it predicted that he has only 19 hours remaining until his demise. Furthermore, he reveals to her the tragic story of his girlfriend Courtney and how she passed away. Evan is convinced that his time is up and that his surgery will coincide with the end of his life, but Quinn tries to reassure him that everything will be alright despite her disbelief in his predictions. While returning from Evan's room, Quinn encounters a senior nurse, Amy, who requests to come with her. After discovering that Quinn has become a registered nurse, the hospital staff plans a surprise celebration for her by presenting a cake. Shortly afterward, Quinn receives a notification on her phone, which appears to be an advertisement for the Countdown application. Quinn downloads the app without hesitation and consents to its terms and conditions, despite the warning that she only has 2 days left to live. However, she dismisses the notion as only prank. While on her way to the lift, a senior doctor named Sullivan attempts to flirt with her. Regrettably, Quinn rejects Sullivan's offer and departs abruptly. Later that night, Quinn struggles with her nursing paperwork and decides to seek assistance from a friend. Her friend advises her to acquire a birth certificate to complete the forms. The scene then transitions to Quinn visiting her parents' residence to take her birth certificate. Quinn conducts a search and locates the birth certificate in her deceased mother's room. While there, she hears a noise coming out from the closet and investigates. To her surprise, she discovers her younger sister, Jordan, hiding in the closet with her boyfriend. The boyfriend quickly departs, leaving Quinn in a state of shock. Conversely, Jordan becomes frustrated that her intimate moment was interrupted. In a fit of anger, Quinn scolds her sister for always being away, even after the demise of their mother. Later, as she exits the house, her father approaches her and proposes a visit to their mother's grave, to which Quinn accepts. The next day, Evan, a patient at the hospital, is being readied for his surgical procedure. However, he is hesitant to proceed after discovering that the Countdown app predicts he has only 3 minutes left to live. Evan decides to abandon his surgical operation and departs the room, but the Countdown app sends him a notification stating that he has violated the user agreement. Suddenly, Evan glimpses a tall dark figure standing behind him in the mirror, but discovers nobody there when he turns around. The deadly figure then chases him down a dark staircase. Evan starts his phone's flashlight to guide his way, feeling anxious and nervous. As Evan continues his descent down the staircase, he suddenly sees a figure dressed in Courtney's clothing. The figure grabs him and hurls him down the stairs just as the countdown reaches 0. Later, Quinn arrives at work and is distressed to learn about the incident from Amy. To obtain more information, she takes Evan's phone but realizes that she requires his fingerprint to unlock it. With no other alternative, Quinn proceeds to the hospital mortuary and attempts to use Evan's finger to unlock his phone, but to no avail. She decides to open his eyes and finally succeeds in unlocking the device via facial recognition. As Quinn browses through Evan's phone, she notices the countdown app which has reached 0. Afterward, Quinn becomes aware that her countdown time coincides with the hour she had arranged to visit her mother's grave with her father and sister, Jordan. She promptly calls her dad and cancels their plans. As anticipated, the countdown app notifies her that she has breached the user agreement. Suddenly, Quinn perceives a dark figure in her surroundings. However, to her relief, it turns out to be Dr. Sullivan, who requires her assistance with a patient. That night, Quinn endeavors to remove the countdown app from her phone, but all her attempts fails. Consequently, she resorts to surfing the internet for potential solutions. Unfortunately, she comes across several accounts of people experiencing similar issues with the app, further increase her worry. As Quinn prepares to sleep for the night, she suddenly sees a dead body of Evan lying on her bed. Driven to her wit's end, she throws her phone to the ground in frustration, causing it to shatter into pieces. Despite this, the countdown app persists in showing the countdown, which terrifies Quinn even further. She then decides to sleep in her car. The following morning, Jordan wakes Quinn up, and the two of them head to Quinn's apartment. Jordan expresses her desire to spend some quality time with her sister, but Quinn declines, citing safety concerns. Quinn then proceeds to a tech store and purchases a new phone. She is relieved to find that the countdown app is not pre-installed on the new device. However, as she is about to exit the store, she receives a notification from the app on her new phone, causing her distress. Quinn becomes anxious and asks the store employee to remove the app from her phone, but he is unable to do it. Annoyed, she leaves the store and gets into her car. In the meantime, a man named Matt asks the employee about the app that Quinn was looking for. While driving, Quinn catches sight of a mysterious figure and crashes her car into another vehicle. As Quinn drives, she collides with another car, prompting its owner to attack her. Fortunately, Matt intervenes and prevents the man from harming her. Quinn discovers that Matt also has the countdown app and they decide to go to a bar to discuss it further. They attempt to find a way to read the app's terms and conditions. After learning that the countdown app only displays the terms and conditions when freshly installed, Matt convinces a drunk man at the bar to download the app. Once the man reaches the terms and conditions page, Quinn begins to read them, discovering a clause stating that users must accept their fate as determined by the app. Despite the warning, the drunk man accepts the terms and surprisingly receives a long countdown of 39 years. While trying to find a solution to their countdown app problem, Quinn and Matt seek help from a priest at the hospital. However, the priest directs them to someone more qualified and provides them with an address. As they are leaving, Quinn receives a call from Amy while Matt goes to the restroom. While there, Matt notices a barefoot child under the stall but doesn't pay much attention to it. Later, while Matt is washing his hands in the bathroom, he hears the sound of someone crying. He investigates and sees the same child walking between the bathroom stalls as if they were transparent. Suddenly, the lights go out and he is attacked by a mysterious figure. Despite struggling for his life, the demon disappears as soon as the lights come back on. Meanwhile, Quinn goes to a meeting with HR and Dr. Sullivan. However, she finds out that the doctor lied to HR, stating that he was continuously assaulted by Quinn. Quinn denies the accusations, but the HR department suspends her indefinitely. Frustrated, Quinn leaves the meeting and runs into Matt, who is still shaken from the earlier incident. Soon after, Quinn and Matt reach a church and meet the person referred to them by the priest. After listening to their story, he recollects an old tale where a similar demon had tormented a village. The villagers discovered its weakness, banded together, and killed it for good. The priest now wishes to gain a deeper understanding of the app's operation and instructs Quinn and Matt to locate a person who can hack into the app. In the following sequence, Quinn and Matt visit the mobile shop again and request the shopkeeper's help in understanding the countdown app's code. The shopkeeper initially thinks they're joking, but they offer him a considerable sum of money, which he agrees to. Later on, the shopkeeper successfully hacks into the app and discovers that the code is written in Latin. The hacker managed to uncover the countdown clocks of all the users and manipulated the code to extend their lifetimes. To their surprise, they found Jordan's name on the list, indicating that she had also downloaded the app. After successfully hacking the app, Quinn offered to take Matt home because he was still shaken by the events of the day. During their conversation, they briefly discussed their personal lives before drifting off to sleep. At the stroke of midnight, Quinn is abruptly awakened by some noise coming from outside the room. She is horrified to discover that the person sleeping beside her is the demon, and not Matt. She panics and Matt pulls off the bed sheets, causing the demon to vanish. However, both Quinn's and Matt's countdown clocks revert back to their initial countdown times. Jordan is in another room when she hears her phone ring. When she looks at the screen, she sees the countdown and is startled by the flickering lights and the voice of her deceased mother. Suddenly, her mother appears before her eyes, causing her to scream in fear. Jordan runs away in terror, and Quinn and Matt come to her rescue just in time. After that, the trio goes to the priest. At the priest's place, he examines the code of the Countdown app and infers that they have been cursed. According to him, in order to break the curse, one of the users of the app must either die before the countdown ends or live past it. As anticipated, they opt for the second alternative, and the priest agrees to assist them. He blesses some salt and creates a holy circle to protect them from the demons. Once the ritual is finished, Matt discovers that he only has 2 minutes left on his countdown, so he moves away for a moment. Quinn accompanies Matt to comfort him as he faces the reality of having only 2 minutes left on his countdown clock. However, their moment is interrupted as the lights suddenly go out, and they hurry to take shelter inside the holy circle that the priest created. The demon soon appears, but it is unable to enter the circle, as planned. Matt's phone suddenly starts blaring, and he sees visions of his dead brother. His brother manipulates him out of the circle, and the demon seizes the opportunity to pull him outside the building. Quinn chases after him, but when they reunite, Matt is tragically hit by a car and killed. Inconsolable, Quinn returns to the house, only to discover her sister bleeding from a cut. She rushes Jordan to the hospital without hesitation. At the hospital, a nurse confides in Quinn that she, too, was a victim of the abusive Dr. Sullivan and expresses a desire for him to be killed in a horrid manner by someone. Quinn gets an idea. She knows Sullivan also has the Countdown app and plans to kill him early, hoping it will break the curse. She manages to seduce Sullivan in his office and convinces him to follow her to a secluded area of the hospital. Quinn seduced Sullivan into a trap with the intention of killing him prematurely to lift the curse. She tries to inject him with a large amount of morphine, but her plan is disrupted when Jordan shows up. The demon intervenes and takes Sullivan away to prevent the premature killing. Quinn chases after them while Jordan discovers that she has only 2 minutes left to live as per the Countdown app. While searching for Dr. Sullivan, Quinn encounters the demon who prevents her from attacking the doctor by pushing her away. Later, the demon starts pursuing Jordan as her countdown reaches its final moments. Quinn intervenes and confronts the demon, holding a syringe against her skin. The demon tries to trick Quinn by impersonating her deceased mother, but Quinn remains unaffected. Quinn shows her bravery by injecting herself with a lethal dose of morphine, which causes her immediate death. As she dies before her countdown reaches 0, the curse is lifted and the demon appears to be defeated. Jordan arrives at the scene and discovers a note on Quinn's arm with details of the drug used to kill her, as well as a bottle and a syringe inside pocket. Jordan takes the drug and injects it into Quinn's arm, reviving her. In the next scene, some time has passed and Quinn, Jordan, and their father visit their mother's grave to pay their respects. As they leave, Quinn receives a notification on her phone that the latest version of the Countdown app has been installed, hinting that the cursed app is still out there, waiting for its next victim. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoy, and please check out our other recaps.